Guys, there is an issue of importance that I want us to address forthwith. Two issues, very important. One of it is made online, and that one that one will be the last one. No, the second last one. And the one I want to talk about is a story that is so disturbing. I just bumped it to it online. Be it that now my mind was getting saturated because of several problems that I'm having. That I have got several problems that I need your help and I need your support, and that one will come at the last reaction when I'm ending this video, because I don't want to mix it first with the bad news first, or with the sorrowful news before giving a reaction. First of all, I'm here to make you enjoy. Then while I'm ending, I break you that sad news. It's of a mixed reaction. Are you there? As at now, I consider it the good news, but some kind of challenges that sometimes you as a family can help and can sort it out. So without further ado, let's dive in after this short break. Welcome back to my YouTube chit chat. My name is SnrZack, and this is my YouTube channel, guys. If you're coming across this video for the very first time, or this channel for the very first time, kindly, guys, take a moment, a second or two, subscribe to my YouTube channel, click at the notification button, so whenever I upload a video, then YouTube shall notify you instantly. Guys, at this moment, I want to speak about two things, which I stated there earlier. Number one, I've just bumped into a video, a random video, captioned that I am marwa. Stop neglecting your villagers. Then I was so curious. Then something told me, click it and watch it. So when I watched it, it was so horrible. I just saw some face, Ernest, and a new recruit called Getanyita Senior. I was like, okay. So I watched it. I thought it was a clickbait. So at the end is when that guy pulled the same thing. Now this guy is complaining that I am marwa should stop neglecting the villagers. Are you there? He should stop neglecting the villagers. Not neglecting, ignoring the villagers. That's the word, ignoring the villagers. So I was like asking, who is ignoring who? At this particular, who is ignoring who? Are you there? Perhaps let me play that clip. Therefore, from playing that clip, then we'll react on it. We get the gist of the information.
You cannot show the money to all spending or throwing this man the dollar, and you don't know how to spend it. You know, if you know how to spend it, go and spend it.
You have money, you can live it.
Yeah, exactly. Living there down to the swamp.
And you show us that you have it.
You don't want to go out. You don't want even every day you have a good demand, isn't it? And you have
you run away from people. Why are you fearing people?
If you could me, I could walk from that swamp down there up to that stage, giving out people.
And you talk to people
one-on-one. And when people they start saying that one day he will come, or when he will come again, which leader? We are in this village. As long as we are staying in this village, we will see.
Let me tell you, for now, if you just start to have a lot of money, will you change?
I will not change, because
now you do know that guy. He was in this village, and there is people who creep up.
We were grazing goats with him.
Then why are you not going to people's home and greet them?
I don't know why he's
even if, let me tell you, if you go to people and greet them and show them that these things are just general, that's it. Yeah. If you show people that these things are just normal, they will not just stay. If you act normal.
No.
But if you hide at your house, you don't know, get out. If I see you, Ernest, can you give me something?
Even you hide there, you hide. Yeah, or you know, those people that you cannot remove them with the head that you are rich. You definitely, you have money. Even you walk at this stage, they don't understand. But the only thing, share with them they need to. Even that person he will see, he will not be coming to tell you, give me a change. Definitely, if you give him 2 eyes or 3 eyes, definitely he will decide to come back. And that's why that's the way to handle this common village that we are sharing one village. You know, that's all, my brother. Don't show that people have money and you don't know how to use it. You don't spend money.
And you look the
so
same.
what are you doing? Are you
look the same with the same clothes.
gambut that you are wearing is the same.
Even my clothes too expensive.
Exactly.
Why are you hiding?
And hiding when you are going at the house, you are putting on and you are hiding to the bike. My friend, be genuine, be you, be real.
There is celebrity outside.
Be real.
You know, there is celebrity outside here, and we don't talk about it. You know. Yeah. So don't hide. Why are you hiding? And you doing this? You know that Davyjnr is not our prophet had no. Yeah. So if you are in the
Yeah, man, he had no. So see you no man. Where you going approach? Approach way. Under there way. Fire up with that car. The waro na enda kina kasto. I'm just talking about my in-law. I'm telling her that she's so smart. So my brother, did he see her yesterday? The way she is smart, and she's telling me, why did I see him? And I'm telling you, let he put us talking. That's why I'm talking to her.
So we are enjoying the village, talking, exchanging words, exchanging ideas, and we are not talking bad to people. We are not talking bad about people. It's only that we are trying to relate how, like, if you have money, you need to give. Just ignore people who are outside this village, because this village has got people who went to school together. Even my big brother, I think they were in the same school at that time. So that he had not made it like so. Just come and greet them. You try to neutralize things so that people cannot see that you are too much ignoring people. But I appreciate that.
So from that video, you seeing this gentleman is complaining that Marwa is ignoring his classmates. Marwa is ignoring people whom he went to school with. That then, according to his explanation, is saying even his brother school with Marwa. Nowadays, Marwa doesn't visit the brother. Bro, your brother hasn't complained. You're the one complaining on behalf of your brother. Things that you observe. And brother, who tells you that Marwa has got all the opportunity, time, and latitude to start walking from one home to visit his classmates? What is your brother doing so that he doesn't get unnoticed? You know, there are other people who gets themselves. There are other people who get themselves ignored. Then they want to blame other people for ignoring them. You know, have you ever asked yourself that how many number of people or Marwa classmate that is ignoring Marwa? You haven't asked. And you are here bluffing on a camera that Marwa is ignoring his classmates. Just the other day, you just saw Marwa visiting one of his best classmates who died, Zack, and sponsoring one of the child to go back to school. That's the only thing that Marwa could do. If you are there in the village and you are playing so very important that you want Marwa to come and visit you, you want Marwa to get notice of you because you just went to school with Marwa. Therefore, you are wrong. The principle of life is like out of sight, out of mind. Marwa has got no mind to always remember all of his classmates. To always remember, today I want to go and visit my classmate A, tomorrow classmate A, B, C, D. Marwa has got time to do constructive things that helping him in his home. Construction gallo. You can even see the life of Marwa has got no even time to rest. And again, you are here bluffing, complaining that Marwa should stop ignoring his classmates. Now, what a kind of buffoonery, kind of a reaction, a buffoonery kind of lamentation you're putting forth on this camera. Get a life. Improve yourself first. Then improving and you're cascading the ladder upwards is when you get to know there are other things or other associations that doesn't add value in life. Though they are very important, but you cascade as you scale the ladder. When you're scaling the ladder, therefore, that's when you get to know not all people are as important as you are ascending the ladder. They are very important, yes, but they are very important at every step. What is your brother doing with what is happening with his life? So the secret of life is what you do with what is happening to you. If your brother decides to neglect himself and ignore himself, or moral developments scares him that he doesn't want to come to meet his friends or to meet Marwa, therefore that is his own problem. It's not Marwa's problem. To me here, I've always wanted to meet Marwa, but because of time and because of time schedules and other kinds of business and errands here and there, it's not been possible. I'm still planning on how to meet Marwa. You are having Marwa within your village at your doorstep, a stone throw away, and you're complaining that you cannot meet Marwa. The problem is you've just decided not to meet Marwa because of the groups that you're keeping. Look at the groupings with Ernest, with Max One, the negative people. Then you are complaining that you're being ignored. Have you taken yourself to Marwa? Were you chased? You aren't chased. You're just employing the political rhetorics and gimmicks around this YouTube channel so that you get noticed. Well, you are noticed on the wrong reasons. Now, I'm just giving an airplay, but I'm giving you this life principle so that it sink into your skull, or the silt in your head, that you're your own enemy of progress, you're your own enemy of all those you're doing, and then you come here and start complaining. Are you there? On the flip side, you guys, there is this one kind of video that has trended along this YouTube street. I never wanted to talk to it, but sometimes I will always leave people to rant about it. Then I come and talk sense. So talking sense is only to tell people that nothing has gone wrong so far. First of all, you allow your sense to take control over you before you speak it. But if you want to speak because of emotion, therefore what you'll be exuding shall only just be emotional verbiage. It won't be constructive at all. It will come out as a gossip. Are you there? So me, sometimes before I come out and react with emotion, I cool temper, I recollect myself, therefore I come when I'm level-headed and when I'm at breast with every information. I find the reasons why people sometimes behave the way they do, the reasons why they had to do that way, and the repercussion therein. Therefore, I will come and talk in a way that pleases majority, in a way that is not demeaning. Now, what is this issue? The issue is the issue about Irene-Jep. We all know Irene-Jep, I am a PA. At one point, we were reacting with her. I'm not inflicted in this thing. The reason why I just want to say the truth, let the truth be said. Number one, according to Irene-Jep's story, was it kind of a con game? Was he scamming people, or was he manipulating his subscribers? The three answers is no. This is why. What is the problem if someone comes forth and tell you the story and tell you what is affecting him or her in her life? What is the problem of following someone whom you've been following, giving a story, and you give an accolade, and now this person is into shit? Then a person shares with you the problem, then you start scolding her or him. Like she said, a problem shared is halfly solved, which means you have to share a problem with your community and the people who believes in you, that you're facing another problem, that you need or you seek their approval and support, whatever kind. Whether he said money, whether he said moral, whether he said physical, whether he said all kind of support, she was right in his own way, because he was the one feeling the heat, he was the one feeling the problem, therefore there was no scamming at all. You can only complain if Irene-Jep could have come and took your YouTube channel and said all those things that he wanted to say. But she did it in her own channel. She speaketh the truth of the problem that was the problem that she was going through in her own channel to her own subscribers. And for those who came through to help Irene-Jep, was Irene supporters who has believed in him, who has got a noble cause with him, with her, and who has identified themselves with Irene's story and situation therein, that have said they will never leave Irene-Jep no matter what. So who are you now coming and creating a narrative that Irene was begging? So what's the problem even if she begs? What's the problem? Who has ever in this time never begged? Furthermore, she's not coercing anyone. Furthermore, she's not being bullied to say whatever she was saying. She was just stating the fact. You know, the bearer of the shoes knows where the shoes pinches. That's why we come out and speak when there is a problem. Are you there? That's why ever in a time and lifetime I've been saying, when a crocodile comes out of a water or of a sea and tells you there is a problem inside that water, therefore we must believe. The reason why you believing, because a crocodile is an aquatic creature. You are an aquatic creature. You should believe it because that is not your niche. That is not your ecological environment. Are you there? Or an ecological habitat. Which means you have to believe the crocodile. If he tells you there's a problem in the sea. That's why he's coming out. So when Irene comes and speaketh and says the problem that he's facing, therefore you people start scolding him. Other people would be happy when Irene-Jep is depressed and God forbid maybe is announced dead. Therefore you'll start be calling Amaranam, oh, he was at Amara party, oh, he was he's been sacrificed by Amara. You see the trajectory. Don't die with a problem. Come out and speak it to your community member. They will advise you, they will counsel you. The word of support itself shall rejuvenate you back into life physically, emotionally, psychologically, mentally, so that you don't lose your mental health or your psychological health. This is the problem of speaking out and talking to your community. Are you there? So do not just talk because you're yapping, because the wind is blowing your mouth up and down. The words are just coming without figuring it out. For those who are complaining now, tackling Irene, you see at Ernest tackling Irene, how many countless number of times that he has been asking money along this YouTube channel. We have got no problem with it because you are asking your supporters. Are you there? Max One, who came into this video starting like trolling Irene-Jep, you can see all through. Are you there? So if somebody just call for support, because everybody has been helped, even me in this YouTube street, I've been helped. Anytime I go with my premiere, I see people super chat me. Some super chat me 20 real, 30, no. You super chat me $30, $10, €5. I'm being helped. So what's the problem with it when somebody tells you a problem? You don't nag the problem, guys. So Irene-Jep was in his right position to say whatever was going up with him, with her. And she just stated it so rightly. Guys, there was no problem with Irene. And as I'm wrapping this part of reaction, do never be afraid to speak out. What you do with what happens to you depends with yourself. Whether you want to run from it, you don't want to speak, or you want to speak it out, no one will blame you. Remember, your decision lies with your hand. So when you put your hand at the stable equilibrium, therefore things shall be so stable. If you put it on a neutral equilibrium, sometimes it might not help you sometimes Huh? But if you put it upside down, everything you have in your hand shall never be on a control, which means they shall have toppled off. So you're the one to decide where you want to be in life. So life is the way you want it to be. Without further ado, may God bless you urgently. Guys, after this reaction, I have a personal request and I have a personal opinion of what I've been going through. Feel free to watch it after the end of this video. May God bless you. Good morning, guys. I've just woken up and as usual on my reaction street, this is where I do reaction, you know. Sometimes I sleep and I've got a storyline in my head. So the best, sometimes I wake up and I start reacting. So guys, you know that we've been reacting for more. But for some 2 days or 3 days, I haven't been doing best of my reaction. The views tells it down there. So the reasons I'm having two things that I'm dealing with at the same time. Sometimes it gives me a lot of pressure. Sometimes it also gives me a lot of a busy schedule. One, at the same time I need to attend to work. At the same time I need to make comment. I need to make a reaction. That's mandatory. I'm not taking excuse for it. Sometimes I also need to attend to home domestic issues and domestic problem. So one of the domestic problem that, you know, guys, it's not like I don't like talking about it. I fear very many things, the social media trolls or several kind of things. But okay, let me just set it. The problem has been, I think now 4 to 3 months ago, I had made a post about my sister who had an accident. So my sister actually fell from the 3rd story building, hit her hips down, then he had a hip femoral vertebral fracture. Then that one dislocated her hips, and we took her to the hospital. So several kind of a medical emergency, and he went for theater 4 times. So the reasons why he went for theater 4 times, first one, it was a surgery to correct the dislocation. So the dislocation was corrected. Then the 3rd day, she stood up, going to the bathroom just within the hospital. Then that thing went and dislocated again within the bathroom. So the people within the hospital just heard sound, somebody crying. So they rushed there, and my sister was helped out again. So from that time, the doctor said there is a problem, that he must be admitted for a further 2 weeks so that he goes for the second surgery. So the second surgery was done. That may after 2-3 days. And you know, in Kenya, that's all money. So 40,000 first, you pay. That is like around $200 for each surgery. So that one was paid. He again went back. She was taken back again. That one was paid before going to the theater. So at this point, they reduced it, they put it back, and I was ordered to buy the skin traction weight. Huh? We all bought them back in the stall. But what was perturbing me, we bought this equipment, but it was never used even at all. I don't know what happened, but when I asked the doctor told me because the first assessment, they assessed, they wanted to do what we call the skin traction, but later they came and found that there was within the socket, the femoral bone had a crack within the socket. So which means they now wanted to do the skeletal pin reduction. Okay, you are ordered again. The pin for reduction was bought. My sister was taken to theater because that one was for this. Now this one the third theater, because the first one dislocated at the bathroom. The second one was done again dislocated. That's when they came and realized that within the socket there was a problem with the socket. So the socket, they needed like to do the skeletal reduction. So the skeletal reduction was done. You know, the skeletal reduction, this is where they take a pin and they drill it along your skeletal bone or the femoral bone where there's a fracture. They are like kind of trying to reduce that skeleton so that that's what we call the weight bearing, so that it gets stick together. After 2 weeks of staying with that, therefore it dislocated again. Hawi, it dislocated again. Something was like, really, the third time this thing is dislocating again. So we were left wondering as a family, what is the way forward? Because all these are money. You know, doctors are like lawyers. You pay for the service rendered, whether the patient shall have died, whether the patient shall have gained the life improvement thereafter. You have to pay, whether you win the case or not. Hey, my friend, you'll have to pay. So it reached at a point whereby you're asking yourself. So there was the overall doctor, the big doctor, that's they usually walk around the hospital. They're checking around and giving their opinion. So when this doctor walked around and happened perchance to meet my sister, then the doctor said, "Oh, this leg, there's nothing that can help the leg. The only thing that will help the leg is like when they do the total hip replacement." So by that time I was, total hip replacement, what does this involve? So the moment I Googled total hip replacement and I saw the cost, that was like the beginning of the so many worries, because all this for 3 surgeries, money, and by that time we had used almost what we had. So the very funniest of it all, so we agreed as a family, let's take my sister to a special hospital who deals with that. So the sister was transferred. So to that hospital, they told us everything, the treatment plus the implant, will cost something like 300,000 Kenya shillings. So 300,000 Kenya shillings, that one is like it's a lot of money. That one is a lot of money. 300,000. So 300,000, that one is like that one is like how many dollars? So that one was like something close to 1,000, something close to 1,000. That something close to $2,000, $2,800 or $3,000. So the gist of this information was like how we struggle. Sometimes you see me doing reaction, sometimes I'm sleeping. Sometimes when I wake up, my mind sometimes is not, because even just yesterday my sister told me that the doctor said it's going to do what we call the weight bearing on the already successful hip surgery that was done, so that it get discharged from the hospital. So this is where we had the problem, because the problem came at a time when we were supposed to acquire the implant. So the implant, it was supposed to do the cementless hip replacement. So the cementless hip replacement, it is damn expensive, because it was going the ceramic one and the titanium. So we went for the titanium one. This one was damn expensive, and at that time I had no money. My brother has exhausted with the source of money, because in our home we were only 2 now employed. The third guy, who was employed also a police officer, died. So we remain only two of us. At the same time, you have children who are supposed to go to school. Schools are opening now. My friend, we struggle even where to seek loan at that time. And in Kenyan hospital, you just have to do it. You just have to pay for before the service is rendered. So at this time also we were like thinking like my sister might risk losing her leg before we react. So we were given the number of suppliers so that we acquire the implant, the cementless one. That's bipolar cementless one. So at this one, I contacted our supplier. I said, okay, what do you have? He told me he's having what this cementless. Okay. The doctor has told me to acquire your catalog so that we buy the right one. So I link him up with the doctor. So upon requiring from the doctor told him, the doctor told told this guy he need the cementless titanium. That one was costing 200 Kenya shillings. 200,000 Kenya shillings. The 200 Kenya thousand shillings, that one is $2,000. My friend, we were almost dying. $2,000 an implant. So from this implant, I told my brother, what do you have? So as at that time, you know where I'm working, because at home I was also building, I was saving some portion of money so that I will send this portion of money so that they do for me ceiling and paint the house that I was building. So that was the only money that I had in saving. You know, has somebody ever told you amount that is required to perform a particular task? It is exact saving that you've been putting together to help you somewhere. Guys, lo and behold, that was the only money that I was having in my life. That 2,000 USD. Huh? So the 2,000 USD, so I had to tell my brother, you talk to the doctors. After the doctors have agreed that we shall only avail the implant. When the implant is availed, let them do the surgery. Therefore, after surgery is successful, they will only give us the bill. The surgery was successful, being that it was the first surgery being done in that hospital. And it made the headline in our country. The first cementless hip surgery that was done in that hospital with a group of doctors and a medic went successful. You know, there was a sigh of relief seeing that kind of it was done in Bangadi hospital. Seeing that kind of news, I was very happy for my sister. Then after the third day, my sister started walking though with a clutch. I was so happy. You know, I was a sigh of relief that I've just helped my sister. Through me, my sister has been helped. I was like, wow, God, that was so nice. So what happened again? The treatment therein, then the drugs along between. They want drugs for this, the rivaroxaban for the blood thinning so that the blood doesn't clot inside. All those things, the painkiller. My friend, I bought a drugs more than this drug more than 500 USD. Just medicine for my sister to take in. One for the blood, one for the blood thinner. We're the one that adds the blood in the body. The AMR, something like that. Rivaroxaban. I bought more. I was like, you see, that is post-surgery. The wound, we're supposed to also to buy some copper dressing so that the wound should heal quickly. My friend, at that point, my family has gone a tragedy of things. I'm still wondering, a human being could suffer. Sometimes you see me jovial on this street. That is us sometimes. Again, my sister called me yesterday when the doctor told him, now he's with the physiotherapy. So he's been attached with the physiotherapy for only 2 weeks. The physiotherapy was aiding him how to getting out from the bed without having a dislocation again. That one is done perfectly, and my sister can get to the bed, out of the bed, can go to the washroom and wash herself. Are you there? Unlike before, she's smiling, something that which is I'm so happy about. Now yesterday, people came from Christmas and from holiday. The doctor tells her, you have 2 weeks. Tell your people that we are putting you on a physiotherapist, that the weight bearing shall be done on your leg so that it gains weight, so that the muscle around your hip shall be developed so that you can start balancing yourself even without crutches. Well, again, I was happy that my sister is getting discharged. It was a mixed reaction, and at the other end, my heart started throbbing. I was like, shit, now we've done the greatest part. Now my sister is walking. Now the biggest problem is now the bill at the hospital. The bill at the hospital. So the bill at the hospital, even at the moment, the money that is needed is 125,000 Kenya shillings for us to secure the release of my sister from that hospital. Are you there? The NHIF, we have National Hospital Insurance Fund. She's having it. But that one alone only caters for bed and food, doesn't cater for medicine. So medicine you buy yourself, and other treatments. So the treatment that was involved, the treatment, the dressing, remember the last surgery that we did now was not paid because there was a trust with us, because there's a continuous kind of surgery that has already been done there and we paid. So they hold that one on trust for us. So at this point, now my sister need to get out of the hospital. So from that hospital, what is happening now? There is no cash. There is no cash at all. Struggling, which means we've just been working and paying, getting salary and paying. Even the salary that I've got the last time, this one, has already been paid. My kid is in school. Are you there? The upkeep for my mom, for my wife, for all of this kind of people. So sometimes I come out, I want to do a reaction that gives you an analysis that can make you happy, guys. Sometimes I think too much. I think too much of all this. I'm just coming out so that I clear the air. Sometimes if you see me missing around, so that is the problem that I'm having. The last time I talked about it, when you get to my community, you'll see the post that I did for my sister been having. Now this is the 4 months my sister is been hospital there. So there is no money, and the only support you guys that you are giving me best, it was about through watching my videos. You watch my videos, you click, you super chat me. That one is all well. And also I was monetized 4 months ago. The 4 months, we are in the 4th month preceding. To my worries, I'm making great money on YouTube. Now, my revenue here, it's something like, my revenue with the YouTube, if I check the revenue analytics, it's about $450 to $500. The problem is, my PIN hasn't arrived. That's again the greatest problem that I'm facing with myself. My PIN hasn't arrived, which sometimes I don't know what is happening. So when I was told, it's like, my Google account is a Kenyan Google account that I made in Kenya. Now I'm in Qatar, Doha. So the same Google account that was made in Kenya is the same Google account that I linked with my YouTube AdSense, with my Google AdSense. So Google AdSense was created on that Kenya Google account. So my payment address, I can change my payment address so that I can get my money over here. The problem is, the payment address they count on Google account, which means it is in Kenya. So almost 2 months, I'd changed my payment address to read Qatar. It's reading Qatar, but now when you apply and you update it will read Kenya, which means all these things has been going to the wrong address. Now the last one, I had to change to the Kenya one so that I provided the correct payment address, so that they send it to the Kenyan postal code. So I'm still banking on that. But if that one also fails, because the Google AdSense give you 3 times to verify. So I've verified twice. The last one, now I think it is correct. If it shall not be coming again, therefore I will only be left with one option. And this one option is to troubleshoot my PIN, my verification. It's a matter of just troubleshooting it. Therefore, they will require you to upload your national ID issued by the government of the country, whether you're the resident of the county where you are. So the Kenyan, my ID or passport. So that's what I will upload. Then they do what? They verify. Then within 30 minutes, I think they will mail me my what? Directly. They will mail me or send me my PIN. That alone, huh? That one, I think it will be so fine with it. So I'm still waiting for that one. So I'm waiting until up to something like 27th. So and also after 4 months, the YouTube will stop putting ads on my videos because it has taken more than 4 months without verifying my YouTube AdSense. Are you there? I've got no PIN right now. So that is the fate that for very many time has been happening to me. You know, that is it. So guys there, outside there where you are, you always pray with me. My sister is the hospital. If at all you need pictures and any proof, I can send it to you. Yeah, my sister, if you need the picture of X-rays, the picture of CT scan, I all have them. It's just because I'm strong and I'm a man. I said, okay, I want to go out for my sister. That is a sad state I'm ending this story with. Guys, I just need your support in everything I do. You pray for my family. We are going under a tough time. You pray for me as well, because the only good that you can do for me when I'm in trouble, that's your support. So anytime I put on the video over there, kindly watch it, kindly subscribe, kindly watch the ad without skipping, because I'm also waiting for this money. Sometimes also it can give me a boost. If I get that 500 USD, that one will boost elsewhere, as we still figuring out as a family where we can get this cash so that we relieve my sister out from the hospital. Are you there? It has been a tough journey, and where we are from, and we're heading, it's more tougher, but we are not giving up. I'm not giving up any soon. So the good you can do for me, any support that you're willing to offer, you can reach me through my numbers. There's a WhatsApp number. You can text me there. That my number is WhatsApp. You can only call via WhatsApp or text me. Direct call is expensive, because now it's my Kenyan number I'm using in the WhatsApp where I am, because they have got number, but I usually don't use that number. It's dormant. I just use this number for the work number. So my social number over there is only WhatsApp, or you can email me. Any word of encouragement, any kind of support that you want to give, I'm open, guys. I'm open. Only to my subscribers. Yeah, if you're touched, you can speak to me directly. Otherwise, have a great day today. May God bless you abundantly.